Hi, how y'all doing? It's July the 15th, 2025. It's Monday. Is it Monday or Tuesday? I guess Tuesday. Here in Ontario, Canada, the skies are white, blue, right? Where's my phone? I just want to make sure it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's white, blue. I was doing that fake wildfire smoke again, right? Not a smell of burning wood in the air. Uh, Sun shining. It's like a white veil over the blue, right? And all around the trees and everything, it's like a bluish gray, white color, like in the distance. So whatever chemicals or whatever they're doing to put that out, who knows? All right. I was watching some of the Iranian YouTubers I watch, and it's raining over there, and they're all like, "It doesn't rain here in the summertime. Why is it raining so much?" Right? There was a 5 gallon pail sitting there, right? And within 5 minutes, it was full. It's just being dumped on them, right? So I guess the same thing that happened in Arabia somewhere, right? Dubai or whatever. So cloud seeding, their weather modification is affecting them, but it just might turn their deserts into green, lush valleys. You never know, right? It gets pretty warm over there all the time. So yeah. The Schuman was at 25 yesterday. My ears were not ringing at all. But today, I'm not sure what it is, but my ears were ringing in the rise. The cats wanted to get me up at 6, but I wouldn't do it. My friend Tass said her dogs tried to get her up at 6, right? So something in the energy changed for them to react like that. I went out today. I thought I gotta drive my truck. It's been sitting for 2 or 3 days since I got back. I need to drive it, right? To get the oil moving around in it and stuff. So I drove to the next town over. I went to my favorite pot shop. My son wanted some stuff, so I picked it up for him while he was at work. And the woman in there, Danielle, she was so happy to see me. When I go in there, it's full of smiles, right? It was nice. We had a nice little conversation, right? She said bye, came outside and said bye to me as I went, so I give her a couple of honks on the horn. So yeah, it always feels so good being in her company. She feels the same way, right? She didn't get the thing either. So it's nice. A lot of traffic. I went okay. I went to Giant Tiger, bought myself a couple of tops. And then I went to the grocery store, see my friend Tash. She's at work, right? She told me about her canines acting up in the rise, right? They're great big cane corsos, you know what I mean? So I imagine those boys are pretty hot. She has 2 males. So yeah, it's her dream, right? She manifested it. She did. Years ago, she seen herself walking with 2 great big dogs in each, or one in each hand, and now she has it. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're into the new moon phase. White waning? Yeah, waning gibbous about receive and spiritual, right? So, I was getting download lots yesterday, my last couple days, right? I think we got a great big solar flare came off the sun, or what we know as the sun. I shouldn't have to say that all the time, right? People that watch my channel should know this, right? Just like the fake clouds, the fake moon, the fake, everything, right? It's all a lie. Somebody's texting me or something. Just give me a minute. I want to see who it is. Oh, it's my friend Tass. Sent me a smile face, a quote, emoji with smile sunglasses, like cool, right? So yeah, she must be at home from work now. I was watching some shorts, TikTok videos, right? people that just make their platform doing that for YouTube, right? Show a bunch of shorts. And I connected a few dots, you know? He was talking about how they hypnotize you on an airplane with the stewardess, how she uses her hand signals and everything, right? For before your flight departs, you know, kind of thing. You know, they do the mask thing. It's all a bunch of hand movements and gestures. And then he backed it up with showing other pictures of magicians and all this stuff, right? And they make all the same hand gestures, right? It's the setup. The guy comes over the speaker and talks to you, right? And then the stewardess comes out and she starts doing her thing. She doesn't talk, right? She just does hand gestures. And it's hypnosis. It's a form of hypnosis, right? Magicians do it. And so I thought about it, and I was like, because I was wondering what the news people and the leaders of countries and presidents and all that, they do the same thing, right? You know, when they get up into the podium or sit behind their desk and they talk to you, they go like this, right? You know what I mean? Kind of thing. It's all a form of hypnosis, right? It's talking to your subconscious mind. So that's why people fall for it so easy and pay attention. Right? It's so weird. But I was like, now I know why they use in their hands. Yeah? You'll notice, pay attention when they talk. They're doing the same thing. Sneaky little devils, right? Or wannabe devils. There's no such thing, but yeah, they want to be. You know? They're attracted to that negative energy. Just I always say there's no demons, they're daemons. It's from Hermetic science. The church got a hold of the word and changed it to demon, so it fit their narrative, right? You know, and a daemon is an earth spirit. You can have an angry earth spirit or a good earth spirit. You choose. You know, on what kind of energy you have. Don't do any wrong, and it won't come to you, kind of thing, right? I know. I'm not very explanative that way, but I've said it before in my videos, and I don't like to chew my cookies twice, right? I don't like repeating myself. But I have several times to make these videos because I know there's new people, and they wouldn't have watched all 900 and something of my videos, right? Or I tell a lot of wisdom. I got some things wrong, and I've had to change my mind about that. But being real, I'm okay with that, right? I like to learn and better myself and not stick with something I said and know it's not true, right? Or have a different upgrade about it. So it's good to change it up and whatever resonates with you more, right? You know, in Toronto, Canada, here in Ontario, they shut all the community pools down and everything, and won't be opening them until November. They're trying to heat them out big time down there, right? Who uses community pools? The lower class, as they would say. There's no classes in my world, but the people that are more broke, right? So if that's you and you're stuck in a city and they got your pools closed, go to a motel that has pools, right? Like here in my town, you can go to one of the big motels and you can go, even if you're not staying there, you can go pay to go in their pool. It's like $20 for an hour, whatever, right? But you can still get wet. It's just an idea, right? We've seen some videos just a few minutes ago. New Jersey's flooding. New York subway tunnels are flooding. And I was like, isn't that quite literal? They're flooding out the tunnels, right? Everybody thinks that these this flooding, these waters are natural. Well, not everybody, but it's coming from up underneath the ground, right? There's not that much water on top for it to come down. And where's it coming from, right? When everything else is dry up there. So they're literally flooding out the tunnels of New York. I wonder why, right? Poor people that got caught in that, man. I would just be so traumatized being stuck on a subway and having the water come up, my feet getting wet. You know, I would. I'd be trying to get out of that sucker and get on top of the roof so I could swim for it, kind of thing. So, you know, try to anyways. So, yeah, it would take me down like that. But oh well, I've never been one to be locked in anywhere. I'd go through a wall if I had to. Alright, I really would. I know how construction is done. I've worked in the trade in my 40s. So you just go between the studs. It's drywall and studs. Every, what, 16 inches? Can't remember. It's been a while. Right? So you just tap, tap, tap. And when you hear a thud, you know that's a stud. You know, to find them across the wall, just give it a tap, 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 tap. Right? And in between, it's weaker there. Just start booting it, right? Put your butt on the ground and just start kicking it with your heel. And you'll make a hole and then start digging your way out, right? You have to do it to the other side too, but you could do it, I'm sure. I know, where did that come from? Maybe somebody's locked in a room and needs to get out. There you go. I hope it helps, right? And so I would do it. Or just find something and just start picking. If you're locked in, you're going to get out sooner or later, right? Better than just not sitting there and doing nothing. That's the thought. I know, weird conversation today. I felt a lot of energy, like I said, since I woke up. That's why I went out. I was just like, nothing's resonating with me on YouTube. I need to go, I need to do something. I gotta drive my truck and, you know, make sure he's healthy. That's a boy. I called him Frank. Alright? It's a good truck. He's fast. I got good pickup, man. So yeah, he's a Silverado. I always wanted a Silverado. I was talking to my son about that when we lived in British Columbia. I said, do you remember the commercials? He's like, oh yeah. And then he spouted off what the commercial said. And I was like, so you remember? And he was like, yeah. And then my next truck, you know what it is? Lincoln Continental. Man, I'd like one of them. They are one pretty machine, right? With the spokes, the hubcaps that go backwards. They look like they're going backwards. Such a nice thing. My son said, well, if you got 150 grand, you'd go get one, Mom. I was like, well, you never know. I said I wanted a Silverado, right? It took me 20 years to get it, but I got it. And it didn't cost me full price of what a Silverado. It cost me $500, right? So maybe the same thing will happen. Who knows? Or maybe we get a Sarah Jacera before that and I could just go get one. Who knows, right? They are a pretty vehicle, though. I know most people are into sports cars. It's, you know, Cadillacs and stuff. Not me. I like the power and the behind the engine kind of thing. And the size. I get to sit up and look over cars around corners and stuff, right? I've driven little cars. I don't feel safe in them. So yeah. I know. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I just wanted to get on here and do a video because I didn't do one yesterday. Alright? What was I doing yesterday? Watching YouTube. I didn't do much yesterday. Swept the kitchen floor. Try laying down. My legs were really icky. They're bothering me again, but not as much. It's not as intense. Right? Still got the pressure in the back of my head, right at the base of my skull. So yeah, ascension symptoms. My spine isn't that bad though, right? Today it doesn't feel that bad, but I got energy, right? Motivation kind of thing. I've been dreaming all night, every night, but I still don't recall, right? I do until I wake up, and then it just gets wiped. But it's whoever's running the program. All right. I told you I seen a blue jay. All I've seen today was a seagull. It's warm out there, 31 today. Right? But I just seen on an old news short, it said Toronto's heat. A east wind came and blew it away, the wildfire smoke. And now they're cooling down to 21. Right? Like, maybe other people along with me willed it to change. Because I've been doing that, right? Sending the weather away, the heat, the fake fire smoke, stuff like that. It's my will. I will it to be so. right? It's okay. Just believe it happens, then it happens. Use your imagination. It's a great gift. All right. Every day I have more energy than the day before. Every day I'm wiser than the day before. Shall we do the hand thing? Every day I am more grateful than the day before. And I love you all with consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.